Hey there, let's talk about the power of mentorship to supersize your business and you even. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, and we've talked about mentorship before, and I guarantee we'll talk about it again because it's that important to your business and to your business culture as you're growing and building and supersizing your business. Now, I've had the opportunity to be a mentor as well as to be mentored by some of the most fantastic people on the planet, and at least in my humble opinion. There's so many benefits to it. I'm kind of amazed why people don't seek out and not only mentor other people, but look for mentors and role models for themselves. The vast majority of people don't do it, and that's why it's kind of a fun, super success secret, because if you do it, it's easy to do. It's got tons of benefits we're going to talk about right here, and it will advance your career just like you can supersize your business faster than anything you can imagine possible. Because I was mentored and was a mentor at my first corporate job, that led me to my next corporate job and my next corporate job and my next corporate job. Never had to go out really searching for a job because the next one was always available, primarily because I've worked with mentors and been a mentor as well. Early on in my corporate career, after I got out of college and moved away to a new town, I joined Big Brothers and Big Sisters and was a big sister to a little girl for, I think 5 years. I was her big sister. So we got to know each other really well. And it was really fun because I came from a totally different background and had totally different experiences than the life she was growing up in and experiencing. And I could do that before I had kids of my own. And then it became pretty difficult to do. But that is an example of a mentorship program, a structured mentorship program, a whole organizations that are set up to have adults, good adults, mentor, troubled kids. I just spilled my coffee all over. All right, let's get to the topic. Mentoring and mentorship, what's the power of it, and why do we want to use it in our organization? And I'm going to recommend, if you're building your own business, or even if you're not, you help to build this in your organization. Several of the corporations I worked for throughout my corporate career didn't have any formal mentorship programs. At least I'm trying to think of, I guess Procter & Gamble kind of had one, but not really. And so we actually formed a women's mentorship group at the first plant that I worked at. And it spread to some other plants as well. It was really cool. I did the same thing in my next corporate job. And then my next corporate job, I guess I did that a lot. So to make it more formal so that people that were struggling didn't have to struggle. Because a lot of times you're only struggling because you don't have a piece of information you need about the culture of the organization, right? Or you're not setting goals, or you're not taking personal responsibility and control over your own career and your own business development. So some of the benefits of having a mentor, as well as being a mentor, are strategic vision. You can get somebody who's gone before you, their successful vision of what's possible. You can model what's possible for them. They can help you with different decision-making techniques and strategies. I think culturally, we should build a decision-making process into our organizations, but most people don't do that, right? Everybody just decides things their own way, and not always for the best intentions, right? So that is why I personally believe we should do that, but most organizations don't, and having a mentor can really help you with how are decisions made in the organization you're a part of, what's the vision, and how can you figure out what your piece of the vision is. Now, if you're creating the vision because you're the CEO or you're the founder of your company, then make sure that you're planning that in and then communicating that to everyone. Secondly, it helps you with skill development. A mentor can give you feedback that you don't take personally, but your boss can give you the same feedback, and you can, be reduced to an emotional wreck because your feelings get hurt or something. But part of the mentor-mentee relationship is them giving you good, sound, constructive feedback and advice, and then you actually taking that advice and acting on it. One of the most frustrating things, and I think what blows up mentorship programs the most, is when, number one, they're forced on people. I think that it has to become a natural process and part of the culture of your organization. You can have a formal program, but oftentimes when people are matched, they're not really matched appropriately. I participated in a few. Social media for a while had mentorship programs where you could help people. And I did a few, and they matched you with somebody that you could mentor. And I found that they weren't necessarily a great match. And so you can teach people basic skills and you can share information, but if they're not really a fit, then it doesn't necessarily go very far. And I found that most of those didn't go very far. So it's also a huge way to get a knowledge transfer from different perspectives in an organization that you probably wouldn't otherwise get. It's good for networking and relationship building. I think I shared that. All my jobs in corporate America came from relationships I had built through mentorships. Networking, I just said that, networking and relationship, personal growth and empowerment. Guess what? If you have a successful person that is mentoring you or coaching you or helping you, you have a lot more confidence and you feel empowered and you feel confident in your decisions to do things and take risks that you otherwise probably might not take because you had less faith in yourself. I don't know about you, but sometimes that happens. Sometimes we've got a new idea or a new project and we're not sure if that's the direction we want to go with our business or with our career in some situations. And if we run it past our mentor and they're like, yeah, this is how I've seen that play out in this organization or that organization, or that's how I've seen this play out in this organization, then you can decide and make a more informed decision as to whether you want to move forward with that project or tweak it and do it a little bit differently than it's been done in the past so that it can be successful. Again, I'm going to repeat that I think we should encourage continuous learning, mentorship, mentees, and mentors in our organizations, but I think we need to build it into our culture more than making it a structured, required thing. You know, when you start a new job and somebody gives you somebody to show you around the office and tell you how things work, that's not a mentorship program. That is a onboarding process, right? And part of our onboarding process. I think when mentor-mentee relationships form more naturally, that they are often more successful. They're definitely more powerful than, and they get better results, at least based on my experience. All right, share your experience with mentorship, mentee programs in the comments below. Have you been a mentor? Have you been a mentee? What has been your experience? I know people that have had horrible experiences, and I know people that have had absolutely unbelievably tremendous experiences. So share yours below. Have an awesome day, and I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow with another topic to help supersize and grow your business. Have a great day.